Welcome to Life Advice. Between us, got a hell of a lot of years of experience.
Yeah.
With lots of things in life. Been in all kinds of trouble, kinds of mess. If you want any advice, here's the place to be. We're not professionals, but we're going to give you professional advice.
Professional advice.
Now, sometimes we get some emails with some questions that come along. So, Habs, he's got a question for us today. What have you got?
What you got for us, Habs?
So basically what it is it's from someone, obviously everything is anonymous, but it's from someone who's saying I've just come out of a long-term relationship, right? We were supposed to get married with my partner. I was with her for about 3-4 years and we were supposed to get married. Now, since I've got the family involved, they've caused problems. She's become a bit abusive. She's being a bit controlling. And
that's a red flag.
It's a red flag. I know, super red flag. She's telling me that I'm not man enough to marry her. She started to change. I don't get what's going on because she was really nice and she was really caring. It felt like it was a Aladdin and Jasmine moment, but what it is
Really?
as we've got closer,
Magic carpet and everything, bro.
wedding date, right? Let me finish, man.
Go on, finish there. It's a long email.
Yeah, well, what do you want, man? It's life advice. People want life advice. Yeah. But since we set the date, things have been getting a lot heated. We're arguing more. But the only thing is, the other day, when we were arguing, she scratched my arm. She went nuts. And I don't know whether I should go through with this. I don't know how I feel. I love the girl.
But you don't need to say any more, man.
Things are going
Say
well.
no more. Say no more.
You said enough, man. There's like, how many red flags did you see right there, dude?
Too much.
Bro,
Now, look, I know.
When he started, they've been dating for a while. Since the
Did you
family
scratch
got
my
involved.
arm on purpose?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Scratch my arm on purpose. You get one of these.
I don't count. That's violence, man.
We don't endorse violence, man. Yeah.
We do.
No, I'm playing with you, man.
videos.
I wouldn't do that.
Our training.
You can't scratch them back. You can't do anything. It's called freaking abuse, man. But red flags.
Headbutt. No, joking.
Red flags. I'll tell you straight up, man. If you spent that long with somebody and the demeanor changes after one thing goes astray, or something goes wrong in the relationship, and the true colors come out.
So it went wrong when the family met, basically, right?
Yeah.
Family met.
She doesn't like his family. In the story,
Yeah.
and she's taking out on him, and she don't want to belong
Dates
to
were
his
set.
family.
Dates were set.
Yeah. She's got cold feet as well now. She wants to try. She's trying to get out of this. She don't want to really get married because she don't like his family. She's taking out on him. That's my opinion. Scratching him up now like a cat. What is this, man?
You know what? It's one of those things. Also, but thing is, do you know what? Right, bare red flags. Now the only thing is, what happens? Look, when I got married, right?
But hang on. It depends how he got scratched, though. Was it during lovemaking, or was it just like violent scratch? You guys not being specific enough. Was it a violent? Was he
What
abused?
it sounds like, it was scratches on the arm, so he must have been holding her or something, or I don't know. Yeah, but the main thing is this: look, like when I got married, we argued a little bit more because there's so many important, intense decisions to make when you're getting married.
That's normal, isn't it?
Yeah, you argue, but the thing is, if it becomes to a point where you're being derogatory to each other, you're being like horrible to each other. No, man. Yeah, and it's not even to each other. It seems one-sided, unless this person's not saying what he's saying. But I'm sure there's arguments. But the point is, you don't scratch someone up, right? Because you're not happy. Less of a man. These things are like, nah. Even if it's cold feet.
What's I mean, I did say no more, but what is he trying to get at this email at the end? What's his final?
So he don't know whether he should go through with it or whether. So basically, whether they should basically carry on, whether he should wait it out and see if it's gonna go better. Any advice to deal with it too?
You need to be upfront and honest, man. Straight up, sit down and talk, because get to the bottom of exactly what the problem is. Then you'll know whether you really realistically want to live the rest of your life with a person, or is it worth spending that money to get married only to get divorced or have problems in the marriage later. And the worst thing is, when kids are involved, if there's kids that come out of this relationship and it ends up being an abusive relationship, it affects the children mentally.
Yeah, man. And then there's no way out as well.
There's no way out. And that's the worst thing you could do. Right? So
no
to
offense,
make sure
yeah?
before you take that decision, the families come at the end of the day, it's nothing to do with the families. But if it's an Asian dude family, you need to think whether you want to spend the rest of your life with this girl or the rest of your life with the family should always be there to support you. If it's a problem with the family that's causing these issues, underlying issues, then you need to address those. If it's with the girl, you need to address that. If it's gone to the point where you're physically getting harmed or you're harming somebody physically, because there's always two sides to a story. Mate, there must have been something you've said, there must have been something you've done for it to reach that precipice where somebody is laying their hands on you. Nobody just goes from 0 to 100 just like that.
What do you do, man? What do you do?
There has to be
That's what I want to know.
Done, said, your demeanor, your attitude, something you've done for it to reach this thing right now, where it is. You want advice, you need to look into yourself first, whether you've done something wrong, and address that first. And then
are you actually listening? Because you know what? I'm not saying anything she's doing is right, but sometimes, people go nuts when they're not heard,
Yeah, but there's no reason to go scratch or attack.
No. I'm not saying that. But I think if they're on the point of, hear me out. Yeah, I need a minute for this. Yeah, you lot love interrupting these shits. Yeah, but
it's not me, man.
Yeah, if you, what's it called? If you're gonna get married, right? You're serious about someone. Now, before you go walk away and say fuck off, right? I'd say it's on you to maybe think about whether you're listening to her. It started when the family got involved. So figure it out. Sit her down, ask her, look, listen, what's going on? Yeah, say it. Don't be all egotistical. Say, look, I love you, I want to marry you, but shit's going wrong. You never talk like this, you never acted like this. Now, is there something I'm doing that's making it worse for you? But tell me straight. Yeah, let's put everything aside and tell me what the fuck's going on, right? And after that, if you can break down those boundaries of whatever the hell's gone wrong, and then go back to what you were pre-setting these dates and everything, and let's talk it out. Once you talk it out, if nothing changes, at least you've done your part, and you have to actually sit there and think, right, am I switching when she's saying something about my family, my sister, my mom, whatever it may be? Am I saying, shut up, that's my family, shut up, bitch, If you're talking like that, then maybe she's acting up. It's two-way. Maybe you're not. We don't know. You haven't given us that information. And then after that, if nothing changes, then you're going to have to make a decision, because I'll tell you this now, if she's acting like that and you have kids, like Dil said, she seems like that behavior is the type where she'll use the kids against you, and you're just going to damage a child's life.
That's a long-term thing.
That's a long-term
short-term thing. I think they need to cancel these dates. Don't put pressure on yourself, because things ain't working out right now. You need to just work out between yourselves to see what the problem is. Don't force it, because you've been together so long, because people rush into things, and then the moment they get married, they realize, damn it, shouldn't have done this. Both of them realize this, and then they fight more, and it's just a waste of time. So,
but I think they need to sit down and talk it out legitly.
Yeah, you need to find out if you need to move on, man.
Go out for a meal somewhere where she can't act up. Maybe you're at home together, right? So go out somewhere, unless she's acting up in public, but go somewhere where you're forced to be civilized. Yeah. And talk.
That's true.
Yeah, but at the same time, you can't rely on that. You've got to be at least be able to be on your own and not go through that, because that is ultimately what's going to happen. Most of the time, you're going to be on your own. And if you can't get along and you need public space just to tame yourselves, that already is red flag.
Yeah.
So, I say you need to learn how to be with each other.
All right, everyone. So, whoever this is, I hope this was useful for you. Go sort it out. If not, you're going to have to learn to walk away. That's the hard part of life. but you're both gonna have to walk away rather than ruin your lives. But sit down, talk to
Yeah.
each other, be real, and be honest.
Be
Don't hold
respectful.
back. Yeah, be respectful. And
At
be
the end of the
honest.
day, if you're together, you gotta be respectful anyway. So if you ain't got that, forget it.
Yeah.
And if you leave a conversation feeling like you didn't say something, you need to go say it. Otherwise, you're going to be unhappy.
You're gonna be happy. I remember breakup sex.
Solves every problem.
Every problem.
Every problem.
And
You
one
might
for the
fight the
road.
next hour, but at least it fixes it for the first hour.
Yeah.
And then you can talk.
Yeah. You talk, get some shit off your chest, and hopefully move on.
At least you got yours.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Remember, if you want any advice, if you're finding this useful, please remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. We're going to leave our email in the description so that other people can contact us and just let us know. We're not always right, but we give our best opinions, and they're all just brought up from our life experiences.
And
So
remember,
hopefully we can do some good.
we're not professionals, but we always giving professional advice.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.